Let's go! Habs win 3-2 against the Chicago Blackhawks in Chicago. And we have now our second win of the season, 2 out of 3 in our 3 road games that we started. That we had 3 games in 4 nights. So amazing turnout. It was a good game in Toronto, so you could have had all 3 honestly, but like having this result, let's go. That's the start of the season you kind of want. And now you have 4 games back at home. Hopefully you can keep on building this momentum and get an even better start to the season, right? So that's the good stuff. And what an amazing game. Honestly, what an entertaining game. I was very into it the whole time. I think the Habs played a pretty good game, 5-on-5. And we generated a lot of chances and forced the Blackhawks to take a lot of penalties. And yes, if you watched the game, you knew I was going to talk about the penalties, because the Habs not only get 5 power plays in the first period, or I think it was 3 more in the second one, they have 2 more at the third period for a total of 10 power plays. And even though we did convert 2 of our 3 goals were on the power plays, so that was 20%, not too bad. Obviously you want a little bit more than that, but 20% is not bad per se. If you watch the power plays, yeah, you're not satisfied with what's going on there. Like you can see, like the first goal, the Caulfield goal, was not a power play setup that just worked, right? It was kind of a shot that was like bobbled, and like Caulfield had really good skill, high hand-eye coordination, and just puts it in, right? Luckily it was under the bar, although kind of debatable a little bit, but yeah, it was under the bar according to the officials, so we'll take it, right? And then the Bolduc one was a rebound. Like, yeah, okay, you obviously want your bumper in the power play to be there for the rebounds, but that's also not a power play setup. Like, I miss the Lane Hudson to Patrick Laine setups were for the one-timer, like I had spoken about this in the last video after the game against Detroit, where I said I didn't like how the power play was being set up, and that I understand why they want Laine with Dobson, because it's a righty to a righty, and apparently shooting as a righty when a righty is giving you the pass, the spin of the puck, makes it easier to shoot. I have not seen a one-timer from Laine from Dobson, like when the pass is from Dobson. Like, every time Dobson gives Laine a pass, it's too far behind him, where Laine kind of needs to grab it, readjust, and then shoot. He's not getting the one-timer off with Dobson, and like, they must be training that non-stop, right? There's no way they're not training that. So like, I don't know why it's not working. Like, Dobson has been getting the pass off, it's just not in the right spot at any time for Laine to get the one-timer off. And like, yeah, he has the mid-of on the right side, and he did lean on the mid-of a lot more on these power plays. I felt like it was one of the things I had mentioned against the game of Detroit, that once the second power play unit is out there, like, they're not giving the mid of the puck too much. Well, this time the mid of did have the puck most of the time. He's looking for Laine most of the time too, like the cross ice pass, but everybody knows that he's looking for that, so he needs to deceive that. And I did like the setup where Laine faked the shot and then passed cross ice to the mid where he got the shot off. I thought that was really good. I don't know if it got saved or the mid just missed, but I think once they have that down, it's gonna be really good. But come on, 10 power plays and we were generating so little. Like, I was surprised that we got to those 2 goals, because like I said, they were not from a setup, they were from our players being good and like, yeah, making the best of the situation. So something needs to happen. I think they either need to keep the power play units, but kind of like shift things around, as in responsibilities of everybody, or like different approaches. I actually don't mind too much the drop pass to enter the zone. I don't think the zone entries were most of our mistakes, you know, like, yeah, sometimes it doesn't work, but like they quickly do it again, and like they're getting their zone entries. Like I haven't seen that as a problem. But once we're in the zone, we're just like passing on the outside, all 5, with Bolduc in the middle. And like, yeah, sometimes you give him the pass for the bumpers shot. But like, yeah, we're not generating much. Like, there's not a lot of threats in there. So that needs work. I did like, though, that on the 1-5-on-3 we changed the power play unit to have, I think it was Suzuki with Dobson, Laine, Caulfield, and Demidov. So you kind of like mixed a little bit of both for the 5-on-3 to like have more shooters. Like you want Dobson to shoot from the point, right? You obviously want Laine, Caulfield, like both shooters. Demidov's also a shooter, Suzuki as well. I did kind of like that for once we have a 5-on-3, we mixed the power play units a little bit to have that one to try to like convert on the 5-on-3, and like hopefully then you score the first one and then you have the 5-on-4 for the remainder of the time. So I did like that idea. It didn't work out. I think Dobson got a shot off, but like he kind of whiffed on the shot or something like that. But you know, the idea was cool. I did like that. Other than the power plays, honestly, I think the team played really well. I don't know how good the Blackhawks are going to be this season, and I felt coming into the game I kind of like underestimated them. I thought we were gonna like be way better than them. That was obviously not the case. So we did have better chances overall. I think Spencer Knight, the Blackhawks goalie, was really good. I think he made a really good job at stopping a lot of the good chances we had. We didn't even have that many shots. I think we ended up with like 25 shots to the 20 something, 22 maybe. So like there wasn't a big shot differential, but I think we had a lot of dangerous chances. And again, our first line is just playing so well together. Like their synergy is just so good. Slav has been so good at retrieving the puck, keeping the puck in the zone, at cycling it. You know, like once they play, especially with Matheson and Dobson, which I thought it was gonna be more. They were gonna put our first line with Gully and Hudson, but with Matheson and Dobson on our first line, we're keeping the puck in the zone so long, and we have generated a few chances. Like Caulfield did get a few really good chances. I still find both Caulfield and Suzuki are a little bit snake bitten or like hesitant to shoot. Like they don't. I don't feel the confidence coming out from them on their shot. You know what I mean? Like they have the puck, they have the space, and they like hesitate one too many times to try to sell the pass maybe. But when they end up shooting, like the goalie already like has them lined up. So yeah, like I don't know. I would like to see them shooting a little faster maybe, or like get a good shot off. I don't think Caulfield has gotten one shot off in the power play from like the Linus office. I know I'm looping back into the power play, but it ties with Caulfield not getting his shots off. Like I haven't seen him do a one-timer. So I don't know if there's something bothering him. I don't think so. But like I would like to see him shoot more. Same with Suzuki. Yeah, so I think Slav has been great, honestly. I would like to see our two shoot more, but our first line, especially when paired with Matheson and Dobson, holy, it's been so rewarding to watch. Like we haven't had that kind of dominance in the eyes since I've been watching, and like they've been pulling that for 3 games straight. So like it's not a fluke. They are actually able to do that every game, or at least for the 3 games they played this season. You know, so I'm so excited to keep watching that, honestly. Who else was I gonna say? Well, Balduc gets another goal. He's gonna score 82 goals confirmed. Math does not lie. 3 goals in 3 games. Yep, that's 82 goals in the season. Yep, you heard it here first. Not first probably, but you heard it here as well. No, Balduc stays hot. It's really nice to see. Hopefully he gets a good welcoming at the Bell Center. First time playing an NHL game at the Bell Center. Must feel nice for him. So hopefully he gets a big round of applause before when he gets introduced. Yeah. Who else played a good game? I think Goalie has said himself after the press conferences that he hasn't liked how his game has been, and I can see that. Like, I think I mentioned in the last video where I did find he has been a little bit invisible. In a good way too. Like, he's a defenseman. He doesn't need to be super flashy, especially when he's paired with someone like Hudson, right? But we do tend to see more of Goalie, and we did see a little bit more of Goalie with the hit on Frank Nazar and then the fight after. So yeah, you want to see that more of that from Goalie, and I think he knows he needs to bring a little bit more. And yeah, I'm excited to see what he does, because he's such a good player and he's such a good defenseman, and honestly he's pairing really well with Hudson. I like that duo. I already said in every video that I like the defense pairings we have. I'm a little sad about Struble not playing, because I also like Struble a lot, but Jackeye has been so good, especially with paired with Carrier. Like, they're so good together. But we haven't faced too many defensive challenges yet. Like, even playing against a team like Toronto, where they have a lot of firepower, I don't think our defense got tested much. Like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just playing really well, and like the structure's really tight, and haven't seen them be challenged at all. But I'm just so happy with how the defense is playing. Demidov, he's still a little bit hesitant, I think. He's getting more touches in the power play, which I bet help boost his confidence, just to get touches off with the puck, but that line, the Kapanen, Demidov, Newhook line, because both Kapanen and Newhook are in the PK and not in the power play, and we had a whole period of power play, like, yes, 10 power plays, that's 10 times 2, that's 20 minutes of power play for the Habs. We had a full period of power play for the Habs. Yes, I know there's a little bit of overlap with a 4-on-4 and a 5-on-3, so like it's not fully like that, but you get the idea. There was a lot of time in the power play. So both Newhook and Kapanen did not get to play that much, so like, yeah, I don't blame that line for being a little bit quieter in yesterday's game. Because yeah, like they've been sitting in the bench for forever. Same thing with Evans, Anderson, and Laine. Like, yeah, Laine has been out there in the power play, but both Evans and Anderson have been sitting in the bench for most of the game. So yeah, I don't blame that. I did like Dak. He was less invisible this game, and like I said before in the other videos, I don't think Dak is invisible. Like, he's been playing well. It's just not being super flashy, and Dak has it in him, and he did show some flashes of what he can bring during yesterday's game. I don't know if he was playing against his brother that kind of like sparked that a little bit, or just getting a little bit more confidence now that his third game back, and like he has strong line mates and whatnot. I don't know what it is, but he did show he wanted to drive the puck more. Like he had that drive to the net. Didn't end up on anything. It wasn't even that much of a like risky or high chance, high probability chance. I don't know. Like, it wasn't going to be a goal most of the time, right? But you like to see him trying those things. So yeah, it was nice to see that. Montembeault, I think Montembeault played great. He did say in the press conference after that he's going to work on the shot that goes over his shoulder, because he's gotten scored on twice now like that. The first goal against Chicago was over his shoulder, his right shoulder, I think. And the first goal against Toronto was also over his shoulder. Lawton? I forget how to say his last name. That guy's goal was also over his shoulder. So he said he's going to be working on that more. Because apparently they're gonna start targeting him there. So yeah, good to see, But he was solid. The Blackhawks did get a few chances, a few flurry of shots that you don't want any of those going in. And yeah, Montembeault did save all the ones you want him to save. Unlucky bounce on the Bedard goal, obviously, that he bounces off his butt cheek and in is kind of hilarious, but. Not a lot Montembeault can do on that one. So I think he had a solid game. Dobish has been playing really well though. Like someone mentioned in the comments for last video, Dobish might start, if he keeps playing that well and Montembeault plateaus a little bit, Dobish might start pushing for the 1A position, or it might be more of a 1A 1B situation instead of Dobish being the backup. I do think for Tuesday at the home opener, Montembeault gets the start. Quebec guy, home opener. You kind of give it to him, and he's gonna have some rest. But maybe Dobish gets the next game after. I think we have a back-to-back in there at home. Maybe not. I forget. I haven't looked at the schedule at that much detail. But I think Dobish is gonna get a lot of more games this season than he did last season. Injuries aside, obviously injuries would change all that, but I like our goalie tandem for now. Not much more to add, honestly. That frustrating game power play wise. You wanted that game after the first period, which was tied at 0. I was like, okay, that's 5 power plays that we have not converted, or 4 or something like that. It was a lot already after the first period. And it should be at least 1-0 now. And then after the second period, which ended up being tied at 2, I think, and it was already 8 power plays or something like that, you were like, this should not be as close as it is. This should not be a close game. Why are we tied at 2? The fact that we had 15 seconds left in the third, and we were still tied, 16 seconds left in the third and we were still tied, meaning we still had a chance to lose that game. That should not happen. That should not be it when you got 10 power plays to their 3. There's a 7 power play differential and you're tied. No, we did not need to be that nervous 16 seconds from the end of the game. I still had faith we were gonna win, even if we went to OT, I thought we probably had the upper hand in OT, and I'm actually a little bit excited about seeing OT, how things work out, the meetup, Hudson, maybe you put them together. I don't know, you have a lot of skill there out there now, a lot of creativity that I'm a little bit curious to see what they can do with extra space. But if we get to OT, I want it to be an OT that it was a game against a good team that we came back for, not a game that we had 10 power plays against a team that is considered one of the mediocre ones, to say the least, and we have not been able to take advantage of all the opportunities that we've been given, and I did not want to see OT in that situation. Anyways, I'm going on a branch there, but you get the point. It was frustrating. Why was it still tied with a minute to go? Amazing goal with 15 seconds, it was great chances. And the time was our first line with Hudson and Gooley. It had mostly been Matheson and Dobson with the first line, but for the goal, last goal was Gooley and Hudson. Gooley either gets the goal or the assist, still debatable. I think it's still up in the air, but Slav, what do you think? Did Slav get a stick in there? It doesn't matter, but it's just interesting to know what you saw. I think it's gonna end up being Slav's goal. Yeah, but we'll see. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. Remember, I'll do one more Habs trivia because we did win after all. So, all right, here goes. I'm not gonna put the letters up again because I've been lazy. So hopefully you have a good memory and hopefully you can understand what I'm saying. So this is chapter 4, the captain class. So it should be a question about the captain. It's a multiple choice answer, A, B, C, or D. And the question is, which player was honored by being named the inaugural captain of the Montreal Canadiens in 1917? I'll repeat that one more time. Which player was honored by being named the inaugural captain of the Montreal Canadiens in 1917? The answers, the possible answers are A, Maurice Richard, B, Silvio Mantha, C, Newsy Lalonde, D, Sprague Cleghorn. I know. Oh, sorry. I'll say the answers one more time. Possible answers: A, Maurice Richard; B, Silvio Mantha; C, Newsy Lalonde; or D, Sprague Cleghorn. Okay. If you want to answer, pause the video now, and I'll give you. Okay. I'll think of my answer now because I have been so bad at these ones. Why the camera go off focus? Yep, there. All right, I know it's not Maurice Richard because he's more from the 60s, I think. So could not have been the captain in 1917. I do not know who Silvio Mantha nor Sprague Cleghorn are. And I think Newsy Lalonde is older. So I'm going to say Newsy Lalonde, but maybe like he's from the 80s. It's a name that I've heard multiple times, right? All right, whatever. I'm going to say C, Newsy Lalonde. Let's see what I learned today. Ooh, I was right! Woo! The correct answer is C, Newsy Lalonde. He was the player that was honored by being named the inaugural captain of the Montreal Canadiens in 1917. So there you go. There you have it. Woo! I think I'm like 2 for 5 or 6. Worse than a power play. Anyways, yeah. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any feedback, I appreciate it. The good, the bad, whatever you want to see more, whatever you want to see less. What do you think of the game? Anyways, it's fun doing these videos again. So it was fun watching the Habs. I'll be making the video after the game on Tuesday. We play against the Seattle Kraken home opener. Don't miss it. Go Habs, go!